I hope, I pray to the gods. I pray to the gods that YouTube picked up the stream. Because otherwise I'm fucked. Yes, it did. YouTube, for once in your life you did a good job. Thank you so much. This is good. Muy bien. Alright. Very muy bien hier. Very muy bienos. Multi-stream is fine. I think we're Gucci, brothers. I think we're Gucci. Alright, I'm gonna wait until some homeboys joining the stream, yeah? That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do some programming as well. We're gonna try to shift the panes. The pane. The panels. The indicators. We're gonna shift them. Look what I got. Juice. It's basically liquid cocaine. Liquid cocaine, brothers. That's what it is. Ay. That's for later. I think we're good, right? To be honest. To be completely honest, are we actually streaming on this? Yeah, we are. Look at that. Anthony GG is hosting. I'm hosting nobody. I'm hosting myself. What's going on, LV? What's going on, brother? Yeah, it's good. Twitch, it's fine. The people from Twitch, it's gonna be good. You guys are gonna be fine, okay? Hey, I love you. I swear to God, bro. Okay. What we're gonna do today, somewhere midstream, I'm gonna give away. Actually, I'm gonna announce we have 3 winners from a competition that we did on our Twitter channel, but it was banned for some fucking reason. Nobody knows, but it's fine. We don't care. But 3 people won. That's kind of a prediction they needed to do. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna announce the winners. They're gonna get a lifetime subscription for the rest of their lives on Market Monkey. For the rest of their fucking lives. That's crazy. So the only thing we need to do is hope that they die very soon. That's not true. They can live forever and happy. And I'm also gonna give a new lifetime subscription away. Completely for free, guys. I swear to God, it's gonna be insane. We have so many cool stuff. For example, look at this. Look at the new volumes we have. It's gonna drop maybe tonight or tomorrow for sure. Like the new volumes, you have the Delta Highlight and the Standard. Let me close the heat map here. You're gonna see what's going on here. We have this thing, standard volumes, like you see. Boom, here, Delta Highlight. You see what that? Look at that. Highlighting the deltas. We also have the cooking up the VPVR here with 3 modes. Standard shit, total volumes, and then like all combined. Total volume, separate volumes, and the Delta Highlight. Crazy. Looking good, man. I'm just starting to learn Go and your videos are so helpful, man. I don't know how you do it, but you are so good at teaching stuff. Thank you. Thank you. That's because actually I don't know a lot. So I don't have so many things to teach. I just keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Easy peasy. You know what I mean? Is it possible to build this terminal for the stock market as well, not just crypto trading? Just think as a day trader, this could be useful here as well. Yeah, it is. I would love to add stock data as well. That's not a big of a deal. The big of a deal with stock data is the legal implications that has, right? There's data, okay, you need to pay for the data, no problem. But the thing is, for example, for CME data, you need to have some GDPR shenanigans for your users. And it's not easy. It's like they need to have a complete isolated environment for God knows what. What are you going to protect them against? But hey, that's what it is. And that's also why it's not yet there. You know what I mean? But maybe we will. Maybe there is like this VC guru that wants to spend 1 million in Market Monkey, and then we can scale up. We can scale up the shenanigans. You know what I mean? Step by step. You know, step by step. Okay, so what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do the giveaway and the announcement of the lifetime subs midstream somewhere. HFG, you're basically in charge of reminding me Okay, so you need to basically set your clock, let's say 1 hour from now, and you need to remind me that we need to spend some money for free. Okay. The footprint was not showing. Yeah, probably on the 4 hour. There is one little problem on the 4 hours, 4 hour and above, that can cause some footprint shenanigans. I'm gonna fix that today. In the meantime, you use footprints on things that make sense. For example, 5 minutes. That should be fine, right? Five minutes. Look at that. Footprints, no problem. For MMT, no problem at all. Market Monkey X back yet? No, man. I don't know what's going on. X is lost. It's broken. Well, we made a mistake. We used the Gmail address out of laziness and probably, I don't know what. It's fine. None really matters. Hey, Krolik, what's going on, man? Krolik is here as well. If you wanna be a cracked trader, you need to join the Discord and talk with Krolik. Yeah, he keeps themselves alive by artificial sunlight and all that stuff. It's crazy. Okay, boys, girls, and everything, of course, in between the spectrum. Okay, so what I'm gonna try, not quite sure it's gonna work. So people actually wanna move these panes around. For example, if you have a couple of panes and you don't want to have this volume delta here, you need to basically swap these panes, like move them up and down and turn it all around. You know what I mean? I never knew people use footprints above 1 hour. Yeah, that's the thing. People say, hey, the footprints are not working for the 4. That's because we... our bins... Man, I'm dying here. The bin size is pretty low for the footprints. And if you go to a higher time frame, what's going to happen is we need to... Because we have history right now. Okay, so let me actually... what am I doing here? So if I have candles and I go, for example, 1 day, of course, these indicators are going to borg the screen. Why? Because they don't have enough... let me kill these things, right? Boom. So we have basically like a couple of years of historical data. So what's happening is that if you go to a higher time frame, for example, 4 hour, right? What it needs to do, it basically needs to... it's loading the heat map in the background. That's the problem. Let me delete that. It needs to basically query all the volumes. And yeah, it's like, look at these ranges here. That's basically all binned to the smallest bin size we have, which is incredibly... It's hundred thousands of bins that needs to be loaded. That's not good. So what we did is, recently, we aggregated everything above the 4 hour and above. We aggregate these values on the server. So we don't have... On the 4 hour, you cannot go as low, which makes sense. I mean, otherwise you're zooming like this on your fucking candle, which makes completely no sense. If you think that's the way, that's... I don't know. Maybe it's a secret alpha that I don't know about, but... and I think there is a little of a hiccup here and there. But to be honest, footprints on these thingies, I would not use them unless you wanna detect some imbalance or something. I don't know. But hey, I'm gonna fix it nonetheless, okay? How easy it is to get all the data from the exchanges. It's easy. Getting the data is easy, but processing them is not easy. Yeah, but we have this indicator right now. It's tonight or tomorrow. You have this again, the delta volume. That's what you want, right? Delta volume. Okay. Because now we changed volumes up, and now we have the delta volume back. Okay, so I'm gonna add some indicators here. For example, CVD. Right. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna save this layout real quick. 4 hour. Let's go to 215 or something. That's better, right? Okay, let's save this thing. Boom. Every 10 seconds it's gonna get saved automatically, but hey. So we want to change these panes. How are we gonna do this? I have no fucking clue. Kevin, what's going on, man? That man from South America? Africa? America? I don't know. The man from Belgium, but also from the other side of the world. America, South America. Are you Italian? I'm everything you want to be, man. I can be Italian if you want. Let me see. Are we actually? Yes, we are. GG. Clean slate. Actually, to be honest, kids, check out -B from broke, and then a whole new world. This is my branch names. That's amazing, right? Get check out -B. Panel controls. Panel controls. GG. Talex. I also have some good news. We're gonna do some Talex news as well. Some Talex stuff because I really like these guys. I had a very good dinner with the Hendrik, the CEO of Talex, and then Rambo. Yeah, I don't know what his name is anymore. I'm sorry. But amazing people from there. It's just it's an early exchange. It's more of a upper level retail exchange, you know, not like these wild west things that do shady stuff. They are very legit, but it's more like upper level. We're gonna talk about this maybe a little bit more midstream. HFG. Okay, let me focus. It's very hard because now I need to fix my own mess. I'm gonna add a button first, right? So render to boom, format countdown, chart render price line, chart render. I'm gonna call this pane controls. I'm gonna make it a proc from procedure. I'm gonna say chart. I'm gonna make this a pointer, right? GG. That's what we need, right? We're gonna do something stupid. Button help. Actually, to be honest, help label FMT T print F T print F F. So if you think this Market Monkey is vibe coded, you're wrong, baby. Oh, my bare hands here, man. My bare hands. Sometimes I use AI, but it always let me down. It's like it's gaslighting me all the fucking time. It tells me that I'm right, but it gives me the wrong answer. And then it tells me, yes, you're right, and it gives me the wrong answer. And it keeps telling me that I'm right, where I'm wrong, giving me the wrong answer. It's like the best marketing trick ever. It's like a never-ending loop. And you spending credits and credits and credits and credits, and the only thing you get is gaslight. I didn't even know what gaslighting was until my wife told me that I am one. And now I know what it is, and it's annoying, so I stopped doing that. Is this a custom written terminal? It's written from the blankest space you can ever see in your life. Close your eyes. Imagine a blank screen with nothing on it. That's where it all started. And if you want to know, and if you don't think that's true, well, then you can go in my YouTube channel and find the first fucking video where we created this. For 6 months long. It's all recorded live on YouTube. Who does that? Nobody. I do that. Your CEO. Isn't that amazing? We're gonna do this %S, and then we're gonna do something like icon. Do we have icon? Let's open this up. Let's go to the top. We have icon. Close this back again. We're gonna say icon.fa boombox. I don't know. We're gonna use boombox for the sake of, right? And now we need to do this annoying cost C-string. Cost C-string. Raw data of this label. That's what we're gonna do. So that's a button. And then we're gonna go. I'm gonna explain you step by step how to make this. You know what I mean? How to make this terminal step by step right now, right here. Trading view, pay attention. Alien Algo, what's going on, bro? TL Market Monkey. Training light is dead, bro. Because I don't work there anymore. So how can it go further if I'm here and not there? You know what I mean? It's easy. We're gonna render it somewhere. It's boring, isn't it? I'm finding a spot. Chart maintain X offset with last bar in view. Holy shit. Here, something here. So we're gonna make this plot. Render context menu, clean up frame. Implot, check zoom, plot ruler render maybe. Chart. Render pane controls. Chart. I'm gonna save this. And now we're gonna actually test that. It needs to be somewhere, so now we need to find the boom. Here is the boombox. You see the boombox? Here is the boombox. GG. So now we need to move the boombox on the other side, and that's always a tricky part, but we already have that, right? So how do we do this? Render pane controls. So now we need to... Hey, Teddy, what's going on, man? Teddy, I'm gonna see you very soon. You know? Be prepared. I'm gonna pick you up with the M3 from the airport. But please land somewhere in Brussels if you can, and not in fucking Amsterdam or something, because... Bitfinex, OX, orders to... OKX is already there. Bitfinex is coming. Deribit is coming. And I think Bitmax is coming. There are 3, just like your girl. It's coming. I think early next week, by the way. We already have it, but we need to, you know what I mean? We need to give it some love. Chart render pane controls. So this button needs to have a position. MGUI, set cursor, screen, pause. We don't know where. Let's do this. So we're gonna get the plot pause. There's a problem. I already see an error. Like, I'm a chess player, so I already know this is gonna give an error, but it's fine. I'm gonna fix it later. Plot pause is implot. Get plot pause like this. We also need the plot size. It's going to be implot. You guessed it. You guessed it. You guessed it. You guys are so smart. Get plot size, exactly. You see, programming is super easy. If I can type, normally I does that, but now it's myself. So pos x is going to be actually pos plot pos x plus plot size x, and then we do this. MGUI vector 2 plot pos. Jesus, this is complex. Pos x, and then this is gonna be plot. Wait, no. We're gonna do something different. We can do actually this arithmetic. No, not arithmetic. That's not true. How do you call that? I don't know how you call it. Pos x, pos y. But it's not gonna work for a couple of reasons. We need to go back. Thank you for this quality content, no problem. Fernando Zamora. What's the theme? IO dark bordered. Because we all like borders. Charts. I'm gonna do this. Pane controls here. That's not gonna work. We need to do it in the... It's perfectly fine. This is perfectly fine. We need to be in the implot context. If we are not in the implot context, we're gonna get fucked. Yes. Painfully fucked. Although I basically rewrote like... I wrote 40,000 lines of code. This is without... I don't use any libraries. 2 libraries. MGUI, implot. All the rest is handwritten. Legit everything. Every fucking thing in this. Everything. And I needed to write basically all the things from scratch from Implot as well. Because it's not supporting good stuff. It's insane. How did I do it? I have no clue. But it's happening. I have no clue how I did it. But it is what it is. I also made all these bindings myself. Look at this. Implot. How do I search here? Implot. All these bindings. Like most of them are already handwritten, these things. It was wild. It was fucking wild. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, let me see if the boombox gonna work. We are wrong. We need to be here. Boombox is gone. I think boombox is here. Boombox is like... Wait, what's going on here with my screen? The X account is not back. It's probably never gonna back. Never back down. Boombox is gone, bro. I think we need to subtract the boombox thingy. What could be... Let's do this. 200. Just like net wet finger programming. We all love wet fingers. You know what I mean? Shit. Whoa, boombox is here. Boombox is here. How is that even possible? No. This is wrong. This is going to be plot pos. Why? I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. Of course, we're not going to use the boombox as well. Yes! Look, we get boomboxes, baby! Now we need to find a good icon for this. Font awesome. Ah! Flashbang! I got the pros. I got the pro icons. I paid for the pro icons. How do you start searching for icons? Sharp. Give me, open up icons, bro. What is this? A website for view all? Thanks. Pro. Because that's where we are. I only want pro icons. What do we need for the pane? How can we say that? How can we... Wait, I think it's going to be something with an arrow, I think. Arrow. Something cool. A cool icon. That's pro. I like this one. I like this one here. Look at that, guys. What do you think? What the hell is this? This is a crazy icon. What kind of a UX designer makes this? It's like... And it's locked. So you probably cannot click it. So, wild. This is also cool. And this is also... It's so cool. I'm like a child in a candy store. Would be interesting how often font awesome already have been clicked during the website. You don't want to know, man. To be honest, if you make something like that, it's like crazy. It must be profitable as fuck making something like this. But I cannot even draw like a straight line. Let's say like an icon like that. I'm also mentally disabled, so yeah. Look, now I'm gonna sit here for like 20 hours looking for an icon that doesn't actually matter what it is. Could even be just text. Arrow down to line. And the problem is it's not gonna work. Look, it's not gonna work. Where are we? And now I need to figure out how to... Because I don't use libraries and it's all C and yada yada yada. Where are we actually? Here. FA. Arrow down to line. And then CapTrack will come in and he'll say, no, it's not a good icon. And he's probably right. Down to It's not existing. So we need to click this icon. Then we need to go to this. We need to copy that. Then we need to go to icon. Now we need to paste this in like this. And now we need to say icon FA down to line. Arrow, I can even type down because to line, right? This thing. And then we're gonna do this, copy this, go to grok. Can I just click grok without, can I just do this? Grok is gonna tell me what's going on. Make this. What is the sequence for that icon, like the example I just gave you? Be quick or you are fired. Thank you, bro. Down is spelled wrong. It doesn't really matter. This is from now on, this is how you write down. 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 To be honest, it's already good because AI is always gonna save my fucking ass. You know what I mean? Down. Line. Line. This one. GG. We missed one thing actually, to be honest, and that's basically the correct order of this thing. Yes, this is what we need. We're gonna fix this stupid background later, but now we're gonna do it good. So this is minus 200. So I think we can get the item size. We could do something like item size in GUI get item. We can't. We can't. We're gonna do it manually, to be honest. I'm gonna just pinpoint like it's gonna be 12 pixels, 20 pixels, and then plus 5, 24. Just because. 20 pixels. That's not good enough. So let's say it's gonna be 26 pixels. What do you think? This is how peak programming looks like. Wait, what is the frame padding of a button? The problem is I cannot calculate item size because the button is rendered here and we need to do this. 42. I got a problem, understand concepts but can't implement it. Any advice? Cocaine. Cocaine. Cocaine is the answer. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Like, you don't need to overthink things. You know, just do stuff. That's the thing. And if it's not, it's just do. People are overthinking, like, how do I need to trade? How do I need to code? How do I need to go to the fitness and you just do it. It's simple. What if you want to go to the fitness and you want to be as jacked as I am? What do? What would be the first logical step? You pick up a weight and you start moving that, right? Yeah, but I need to have these exercise. No, you don't need to. It doesn't really matter. Just move it. Move it. And do that every single day. And if it gets too easy, you pick up a heavier weight, you know? That's what it is. It's that easy. The same thing goes for programming. You just type stuff in the screen and you see what the compiler yells at you, you know? What I want to do here, actually, to be honest, we can keep this like that. I can style it later on because I just want to have... Not bad. Push style colors button. Color convert float settings dot call transparent. Style, color, boring. Haha! That's better. But I need to fix it. If we click this thing, this pane should move down. But we also need to have an up arrow. How does TradingView does this? That's the question. I can fix that. We just copy what TradingView does and we win. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But I just want to see. I'm going to swap this with this. That's what I'm thinking. Not sure if it's going to work. Let's see. Because the problem is that we have these panes, but we also have plot sizes. These pane sizes, like the size of your pane. Because look, I'm gonna make these small, and then if we save this and we refresh, it's going to save your panes positions. So if we swap this thing with this thing, I cannot guarantee that the size is going to change. It's going to just transfer the graphics, you know. Good evening, I hope you're doing well. I have a quick question. What is the best way to reliable historical PTC datasets for the self-hosted backtested software I'm building? You go to Binance and they have like zip files with everything you need. Like zip file, that's how we got all the history as well. So how do you do that? You go to the zip, it's somewhere, you can find it. I mean, I don't know exactly where it is, but there is like a shit ton of zip files each month. And for each ticket, and you can download the zip file and you can do with the data what you want. I think they have trades and all that stuff. Of course, order book data, that's not gonna be there because they don't have that. I have that because we store that. Okay. So how do we click a button? It's very simple. You just do this. F. Boom. That's how you click a button. Why? Because it's immediate mode. But Anthony, is immediate mode not bad for UIs? What do you think? What do you think? I don't think so. Huh? If button cost string. I would never do this, by the way, like cost string like this, but I do it. But I would give you the good thing is going to be like the way to do that in Odin is like strings.clone to C string. And then you clone the string, for example, the label, right? And then you say context.temp allocator. You give it a temporary allocator. So what's going to happen is it's going to temporary allocate this for this frame. It's going to be freed after the frame is done. But it's still an allocation, you know what I mean? And how do you skip that allocation? Though just casting this string as a C string, which can cause a lot of problems if you do not know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm a gambler. And I'm lucky, so... Can we fix the value labels of the TP of profile? You have habit to zoom in so much to see the value. But, lala, okay, it's lala. Lala, priority lala. Let me see what's going on here. You mean this? Yeah, but I mean, Can we fix the value labels? Yeah, but the thing is, like, how? I mean, there is no space to fit them. There is no space to. I mean, if I show them now, it's gonna be messy. You know what I mean? Footprints. Okay. Yeah, okay, but this is like tick size for blind people. Where am I? Where the 300 people ask me, what is good tick size? 200 for Bitcoin. Boom. What's going on? Look at that. But the thing is, I think you guys need to learn the MMT special. Like, I'm going to show you right now what the MMT special is before we do these paints. So let's say I'm going to save this and I'm new. Of course, Lala is not new, but let's refresh, right? So boom, you're here, right? And what you do is it's auto-fitting, right? You see it's auto-fitting, beautiful, right? Just like TradingView, right? If you're here and you scroll, it's beautiful, right? Perfect. So what you do is you zoom in, right? And then what's happening is like it's this is like good. There are some bad examples. Like here, for example, like it's just like, where are my values? It's annoying. There is nothing, and then here is something. What you need to do is you need to basically use your middle mouse, or if you click this, your right mouse button, and that gives you the ability to play with the G spot, right? And then what you do is, for example, you're here, right? And then you zoom a little bit in, and then you see again. Perfect. Boom, here. Right? And then you can zoom in and then control. You see, like Fingerspitzengefühl, you know. I mean, I cannot make them small, right? This is all about, I cannot see them even. You know? So you need to, like, you know. I know what you mean, and you're right. Once you, I swear, it's like these some girls, like, once you have them, you never go back. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Once you have this muscle memory of the right click drag, which is basically the best thing that a trading application can have, and there are only two that have that, and that's basically Trading Light and MMT, because I yoinked that from them. Once you're used to this, it's wild, bro. Even with a heat map on top of that, like, it's like, I had a load a bit, so it's like, you see, like, I wanna investigate and make it bigger, and I wanna zoom out and zoom in to see what the hell is going on here. Who is this? Who placed this order here, you know? The 360 zoom is crazy. Of course, a lot of people do not know that, because standard, this is basically checked out, and then you have this annoying thingy, like this context menu, you know, where you can do stuff, auto fit, for example, and then you're zooming, and it's like, it's annoying. Yes, but you can use middle mouse, and if you don't have a middle mouse, you need to basically do this. Use right mouse button for 360 zoom, boom, and you're good to go. Okay, that's basically it. And also, if you're new to order flow or something, other people they are on for example, on a 30-minute, right? And then they have, for example, like a tick size of 50, right? And it's like, I don't see anything. I need to zoom. Yeah, of course, you're on the fucking 50 tick size. So I need this good for 1 minute. For the 1 minute, maybe. For the 1 minute is maybe good, right? You see, 1 minute, perfect, right? But for 30 minutes, it ain't gonna hit the spot, you know. So you use like 200. It's like a good thing for Bitcoin. 200, right? You know what I mean? Look at that. It's beautiful, right? GG. And for TPO, you use something like, it's different, right? TPO, you use, what's going on here? Oh, this is this annoying thing. I need to change this, man. This is so annoying. Like, this is a drag thingy. Nobody knows how it works because... And I cannot enter because you need to double click. This is the most broken thing I ever implemented in my life. Because it's the standard. We need to have something like the way VPVR work. Look at this. Look, fix sticks. 1000. And then you can actually find control with this. That's the way to go. Anyway, for TPO, use something bigger like 1000, 1200, something like that. You know. Okay. GG. Expand. Collapse. I made this. I'm so proud on that. It was so hard. I'm gonna lie, it was this. It was really hard to make that. Expand. Split. Collapse. Collapse. Reset chart. Okay, cool. Back to work. Candles. Boom. Bayern PSG. Back when you released the future, it was I couldn't even comprehend how useful it is. Yeah, it's really useful, but you need to, how can I say it? You need to basically play around with it, right? To feel the usefulness. Paints. This is I copied Husky's config, and this is what I get. Was debugging some stuff. Let's open up delta volumes and the thingy. We already have this. I need to... Where is CVD? Okay, so now we want to swap. So what I'm thinking how to solve this, it's probably going to break because this charting is so complex, the way it's get rendered and what's main, and you need to link the axes, and it's the most complex thing I ever did in my life. Relib for from, no, it's not relib. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to do something what actually prohibited in the programming space. We're going to say slice, swap, chart, plots. No. Chart, widget, plots. And then I'm going to say... The cool thing is that I implemented like stable IDs. So each plot has a stable ID. And I was thinking about myself, why do I even use that? Why did I do this? But like, I'm a chess player. I'm Grandmaster chess player. I never played chess. I just think that I'm a Grandmaster chess player. And I thought already 25,000 steps ahead. And now the stable IDs come in handy because we can say we're gonna swap chart.idx. We need to check array length. I know we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this right now, but we need to do that. And we're gonna say this is dangerous what I'm doing here. It's like open heart surgery in a building without an engine. If this could explode in my face, I was already dead. 20 years ago. I swear to God. I'm the best engineer in the world! Oh my God, look, I'm so lucky, bro. I'm a gambler. That's why I'm in crypto. I'm gambling with your pro money. This is how I ship that. I just ship it and I gamble that it's gonna be okay. And it is. It is okay. But now we need to do the main plot. Now we need to do the main plot. This main plot, they are all the same. So every indicator that we have, every pane here is double clickable, right? And they just live like as they are their own, right? So normally this should work. It does. Yeah, but there is one thing I need to be careful is the limits. The plot limits are gonna get fucked. I understand that. We need to fix that. You see, it's like it's fucking things up, but that's good. That's good. That's amazing. Actually, you can do this. Fit all panes. Oh, yo. That's amazing. One thing I want to try, which could completely bug, is what if I swap this one, right? And I save the layout and I refresh the page. Can't have it all. We can't have it all. Volume delta, CVD. We swap them for whatever reason we want to be. Now we're gonna that works. But the main plot stays on top. I think that's a fair compromise. That's the way how hardcore it is. That's the way MMT works. The main plot stays on top. But I'm gonna make it even better because I'm in a good mood. Why? Because I have such an amazing community. And if you're not yet in the community, you're making a big mistake. You're gonna have 7 years of terrible sex. So join the Discord community. Link down in the description. You don't not even need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't care. But join the Discord community. You know what I mean? Are we going to able to overlay indicators in the non-main pane soon? Yes, that's what I'm doing. I was already experimenting with moving volume into a separate indicator with a correct scale. Cap track. By the way, Krolik, I have some bad news, to be honest. Krolik, so look, we have this new volume thing, right? Which we can have the normal volumes, and then we have the delta highlight, okay? But we something died in the process. Something died in the process, right? We know you're a big fan of our useless volume indicator on production, right? This thing. Like this like this volume indicator you love so much. Well, that's gone. Do you think are you gonna cry for that, Krolik? Because if so, I'm gonna bring it back. Because I know you're the only one on this planet that loves this thing, which I don't still not know how to read it. I don't even know why I made it like that. But now you have this with the delta. What do you think, Krolik? Is that something that can tickle your fancy, or do we need to bring that old one back and we're gonna have like 3 modes here, like the MMT way, which is only on MMT because nobody uses that, the delta highlight, or the standard? What do you think? Also, you can make your volumes higher for whatever reason that may be. The new one looks better. Yeah, the new one is better. That's the thing. The new one is better because you're gonna have your volume and your delta, which makes a lot of sense, which gives you way more information, right? The original one is just a scuffed implementation of my unknownness. Okay, guys, we need to basically go spy. We need to go spy here. Is it me, or they do the same thing as me? But this feels like TradingView feels like it's lagging all the time. I don't know. But hey, TradingView has a very good UI. You know what I mean? Very good. How do they handle these indicators? How do they do that? Oh, You can, that's nice. I'm gonna yoink that as well. Boom. Okay, this is volume. Ah! Okay. I can do that as well. Trading view. How did I do this? So if this is the main chart and this is up, yeah, I need another. I need more. I want 24 hours again. Hey, it's your boy. Where's that? 225. What's going on here? We need this as well. I want to have these things. I'm gonna yoink everything they have. I swear to God, I'm gonna copy everything they do. I'm gonna copy it exact same way because they spend millions and thousands of hours in researching how to do things. I'm gonna copy everything, but better, with some modern tools, right? Delete the top indicator. Delete the top indicator. Which one? This VPVR. What is this thing? What is that even? Look. I want a 360 mouse, right? It's not. My muscle memory is fucked. What? What is this? 1, 2, boom. Delete. An indicator. The volumes again. Yes, that's what we want. So this goes up and this goes down, right? Ah, okay. I thought so. You can. Okay. GG. Copy everything. Which icon is this? I can even copy the icon. I don't care. I'm even gonna copy. Hey, did you know that TradingView blue? So TradingView, this blue color, this one, this blue is copyrighted. Trademarked. I swear to God, TradingView's blue is trademarked. So if you use the blue of TradingView, they're gonna fucking sue you. It's really true. So don't use the blue. Just make it a little, just to tease them. You make it the same, but not the same. You know what I mean? In bytes, as hex, it's not the same, but it looks the same. You know, and they're gonna sue you. But then they're gonna say, hey, look at his. This is different. And then they're gonna say, yeah, hey, but we have the whole spectrum of that blue, and then you're fucked, and you need to pay millions, and it's game over. You know. I swear they have trade. They have this is trade. This is trademark. This blue. They have this specific blue. You need to look that up. If somebody can fact check that. But as far as I know, it's trademarked for some reason. What is this? What is this rendering, bro? What are you doing? What is this? Look. What is that? What is this? Look at that! JavaScript, man. Anyway. How the fuck can they trademark a color? I swear to God, they trademark the color. HFG, look it up. I heard that somewhere. Look it up. They trademarked the color. I swear to God. This arrow is not good. Just a down arrow. We're gonna use a down arrow. Just to make it so people can see that, you know. Of course, this logic is bad because what if we only have one plot? You're gonna get an index out of range and it's gonna be game over. You know what I mean? But we can fix that. This is just the basics first. Always start with the simple with the gut feeling, like the simplest way to do things, and then after that you can basically do some cards. Down. But this is like, Uno momento, por favor. Look at that. Odin. Look at this. Icon. I'm so hungry. Icon. Icon FA. Arrow up. I'm so lazy to type, especially caps, then I need to press it down. It's gonna be arrow down. It's gonna be arrow down if chart idx is 0. Could also do chart.isMainPlot, but we're gonna do that. Else icon FA up. Arrow up. Kilo and we repost the stream. I don't know what that means, but I would say thank you. Anthony, you should check trademark the color for MMT Pro. Yeah. First time I see this bald dude. He's cool and funny. Yeah, man. I'm cool and funny. You didn't know that, huh? What do you think? What do you thought? That that was this weird guy on the internet, like this random dude? No, it's not. I'm here forever. I'm famous. Guys, you need to take everything I say with a grain of salt, right? Even on Twitter. Sometimes I post stuff and then people get mad, and then some competitors they think that. But guys, listen, I'm just a normal mid guy. I have a very big heart and also a big biceps. But I mean, if you wanna, I can give. I'm not gonna spoil everything for the competition, but the best advice I can give you is, it does not matter how good your technology is or how good you think you are, because you're probably way smarter than me, right? But it's important to have a good distribution and to build a community. Without a community, you're not going anywhere in the 2025 decennia. Communities is the new thing you need to do to make a business work. And if you want to build a good community, you need to think and feel and fart exactly like they do. You know? And you need to give them what they want. And that's what we do. That's what I do. Give the community what they want to build something better. And then we can distribute MMT. That's the thing. So sometimes you need to be a little bit more degenerate on the internet, because you guys are degenerates. So I need to be one as well. And some of these business competition people, because they are sitting on my Twitter and they probably banned the other channel and all stuff. I agree. They do what they do. I don't care. I'm way faster anyway. So you cannot stop me anyway. But they think that I'm this arrogant little degenerate, but that's the way you need to be if you want to build a successful business in 2025 and above. Right? $10 left for. Oh yeah, it's the thingy. We're gonna give away 1 MMT Pro subscription for life, and we're gonna give the 3 others that already won, but due to some reasons they banned the Twitter channel. Yada 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 yada. Can you guys hear music, by the way? Because I don't like the music. What's going on here? I'm gonna pump it up a bit. Techno. Sucks. Golang isn't good for large monoliths. Huh. Golang is nice, but yeah. Golang is Golang, you know. Every language has its quirks. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like the longer I'm using Golang for a long time, right? So if somebody can say something about Golang, it's me. Be honest, right? I can do that. I think the concurrency model of Golang is garbage. It's completely unreadable, it's unmaintainable, it's ununderstandable. So the language promotes itself. It's a good language, don't get me wrong. The language promotes itself like, hey, we concurrency, simplicity and readability, and then you need to do Go routines and you need to sync them, right? And you end up in select case statements with timers and syncs and and channels. And channels and channels and channels that wait for channels, and at a certain point of time and nobody has a fucking clue what's going on. So I don't think it's a good concurrency model. You can just use something simple like, I don't know, like a JavaScript async and wait is even better. I don't know why. That's what I think. Yeah, like, oh, look how simple it is to spin up a Go routine. Go and your function. Yeah, good. But now you need to spin up 20 of them and keep them all in sync, and it's oof. So yeah, they made a mistake with that. But besides that, it's good. We have Golang on the server. Like everything on our server is like Golang. We have like everything is it's all Golang, you know. And it works very well for us. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, this icon. So actually, we don't need to do this complexity here. We're gonna do. We can push this. We probably can pop it here with a defer. If chart.is main plot. We do this, and it's gonna be arrow down, right? You can return here. I like that. Some people do else. You can do that. I like this returns. It's like boom. Maybe we can't. We're gonna see later. And then otherwise, we're gonna copy this. We're gonna make this label, paste it in here. Because the plot we cannot the top plot. Top plot. This is not a top plot. If it's not the main plot, we know that there is a main plot, because otherwise you cannot render. You know what I mean? So that's fine. So this is going to be arrow 2 labels. Actually, look, I'm going to be smart. Copy this, copy that. Render 2 of these. Label. Up and down, baby. Up and down. They spent millions on UX. If they say that up is first, we're gonna do up first as well. And I'm gonna keep teasing them until they buy me. Smell refactoring. No, I think Golang is nice. Golang is a nice language, and just like I'm using Odin, I think Odin is the best language I ever used. It's because it's simple. It's C, but modern. You can shoot yourself in the foot. I shoot myself in the foot every day with Odin, like corrupted memory, reading from invalid memory, deferring, deleting memory that's already been freed, double freeze, memory leaks. I have it every day, but I still love it because it's my own fault. It's me not paying attention, right? Rust solves that, but Rust is a pain in the ass to write. I don't like it. It's my personal preference, but they both are good languages. Zig, good language. They are all good languages. C++, super good language to do. Amazing language. Everything is such a good language. It's just a personal preference. You know what I mean? Some people like big tits. Some people like small tits. I like something in between. Some people like big butts, small butts. I like something in between. I'm a middleman. You know what I mean? Some people like men. Some people like women. And some people like them both. You know? It is what it is. It's a personal preference. And programming is programming. That stays the same. Trading is trading. It also stays the same. Doesn't really matter. There are some niches, like day traders, swing traders, investors, scalpers, but it stays the same. You have your risk management, you have your setups, you have your things you like, things you don't like. The same thing goes here. You know what I mean? The only thing you need to do is shut up and press some buttons. And if something doesn't work for you, you change it. You know what I mean? And you keep changing it until it works. That's simple. Easy peasy. I rest my case. Tell me more about my training setups. I just buy everything that flickers. The moment something beeps, I buy it. You know what I mean? Every green candle. Every green bleep. Boom. I buy it instantly. Label up. Label down. It's simple. It's going to be up. And then we're going to do the giveaway here. Label up. Down. Voila, 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 voila. Just like this. Chart with it, plot chart plus 1. That's correct. If we're going to go -1. We need to do this. We need to do these checks because this is dangerous. Don't do this at home. Nicht gut. Nicht gut. Okay? Same thing here. What's going on here? Boom. Nicht gut. Don't do that. Why don't you use LLMs to generate code for you? I do that from time to time, but you need to keep yourself sharp. For example, when do I use AI? When I need, for example, when I need to render text. For example, when I need to draw things like when I need to position texts and all these annoying things, like you need to calculate the text size and you need to subtract the text size divided by 2, and then you need to like position it with a margin and I just let it do that for me, like with cursor, and it just knows what I need to do and yada yada yada. Something that cursor does wrong is basically this, like AI. That's why AI is bad, right? It's still garbage, but it helps. Why is it bad? Because AI does this. Text size, right? Text size divided by 2. Nicht gut. Nicht gut. Mistake number 1. If somebody that I hire does this, gets fired exactly the same day. Without any explanation. Just fire him, right? This needs to be text size times 0.5. That's the difference between MMT code and other slop, like insert names. Okay? These little details. So somebody is gonna see in my code from time like a divided by 2, and they're gonna pitchfork me. These details are important. The compilers already know how to do this. I don't know. The division, I don't know. Are you sure? I don't know. Is it going to optimize that in assembly? I don't know. But I know that multiplication is way faster than division. Maybe the compiler optimizes it. I have no fucking clue. I don't want to gamble for it. You know what I mean? And anyhow, it doesn't really matter. Even if the compiler would optimize your division by 2 or a multiplication by 0.5 by a half, even just by doing 0 times 0.5 is way cooler. It's way better. This is how the pros write code. Divided by 2 is for fucking juniors because they don't know better. That's the difference. Even though it's not about optimization anymore, it's about style. Style. Also, what you need to do is reciprocal. How do you say that? Reciprocal? Like the inverse. So always calculate reciprocal. I don't even know how to pronounce. Calculate reciprocals once and use that to multiply instead of division. And these things add up, especially in something that renders all the fucking time. You know what I mean? These little things. Never use maps as well. Don't use a map. It's so bad for rendering, right? So if you want to loop over maps or you want to look up maps in a render is not good. Try to avoid that as possible. No maps at all. Don't do it. They're fast, but they're not fast enough. You can use a map for pre-processing to cache stuff. You pre-process in your pre-process loop. For example, I'm going to show you something. I have the fastest footprints in the fucking world. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Look. So, this I'm going to open up, for example, 5-minute footprints. Look at that. I'm going to show you this. Clusters, right? So, look, now I'm going to actually say something like, let me do a 50 tick size, which is very small, right? Let me kill this VPVR because it's in the way. Cool. Right? Okay. So now I'm going to zoom out. Look, these footprints, right? If you think this is max candle, like 2,000 candles, this is like, look, nothing happens here. But you need to understand that there is no LOD. Look at that. There is no LOD. So why is this important? Look at this. I'm going to scale on wall chart. And then I'm going to remove my candles. Look. Why is this like... These are... Yeah, you can't even see them. These are puck lines. These are pucks. I can't even use my delta. Point of control. Can you see this spot, guys? Look, so this is the secret of trading of MMT. I don't think you can see it on stream, but look at this. Here, I see a small little dot. Here. Look. You're gonna see it. You see it coming? You see? You see this thing? You see it? You see that? This is basically graded over the whole chart in memory. So you can spot like insane anomalies on your chart. Because we don't LOD anything. Right? You see? Like, and that's how you can... It's hard to see because my monitor is curved. But for example, here I can see something pop up here as well. Look. And now, you see? Because it's graded over the whole chart. Right here, for example, I can spot this red thingy, right? You know? So you know that these are important levels. They levels make sense, right? That's how you map out the process. So now you need to go to any other platform like EXO, forget it. Atas, forget it. Kiyatoka, they don't even have footprints. Nothing has this, right? Maybe Trading Light, but not as good as we. Not as good as we. Not as fast as we, right? So that's the secret of the optimization techniques we do. So we can do this for you, right? Of course, it's not going to make sense for a very beginner trader because they don't know. But once you learn these techniques, you're going to be very happy with such a system. Why can individual candle? So now you can see. Now you can see them, right? You see how many there are? Lowest bin size, no problem, right? And if you can even render a fucking heat map on top of that, it doesn't really matter. Look, it's coming. Boom. It doesn't really matter, right? You still can do whatever you want. There's no lag. There's zero lag. It doesn't exist. Where is my money? It's like, I'm streaming. I have a simple fucking MacBook, bro. I'm streaming. I have a camera on. I have 20,000 tabs open. Still runs like a fucking charm. How do we do that? How can we render these footprints so good? What's the secret? The secret is skills. The skills is never use maps, but use caching. I have a special technique that I call the lazy cache technique. I call it the lazy session. That I basically used in my TPOM implementation, and I thought, man, this is so good. And I'm going to use it as footprints as well. Which is we build data once, right? It's like these footprints, they are this code is so good. You can competition, trading view, if you want to have good footprints that are very performant, you know where to find me in the trenches. Okay. And for Max with no, no. That's not true. That's not true. I have an M3 Pro, MacBook Pro M3. I think it's like 8 or 16 gigs. 8 or 16 gigs. Not a real beast. Not a real beast. If I was streaming with my other streaming PC from back in the day, like this is a crazy thing. It was insane. There was like a 4070 in a thing. I don't know what it is. But this is like classical laptop, and that's why I also use it, because I don't want to make the system. I cannot even make it faster. Like I'm not even at my final form yet. I'm not even in the Bankai mode. But we need to do it step by step, right? What are we doing? We're gonna give away soon, right? We're gonna give away very soon. I'm gonna just test this. Not quite sure what we just did. Hopefully it was something useful. My tabs are basically on the other side. Here. I'm here. I'm an idiot. Let me open up CVD and open interest. Layout save, refresh, because we... Okay, now we have these arrows, right? Okay. Oh, man! Holy shit, bro. Works like a charm. What is this? This is the arrow that needs to be here. Okay, GG. We made a mistake. Ah, yeah, now we have 2 buttons. Yeah, I see what it is. We can fix that. It's not a memory leak, I promise. There's literally nobody from Twitch here. Like, oh, there is. There is. Man, my HD is taking over. Or it's the cocaine that's basically like, I need to replenish in a bit before we do the giveaway, because I don't know where I am anymore. Like, oh, I don't even know. Oh yeah, that's because I'm in the wrong file. Okay, so now we set the cursor position, but we have 2 fucking buttons. That's not gonna work. I'm the best in the world. Look at that. MGUI same line. That's gonna do the trick, bro, I swear. It's not. Yeah, it is. It's working, but yeah. Okay, GG. Look at this. Now we need to do some tricks here. Tricks of the sleeve. Can we do... It's gonna be precedence, right? ×2 is fine. Man, why do I get this wrong window all the time? What's going on? Okay, this is normal. Oh, yeah. Okay, I need to fix that. These buttons are way too big. And we also need to, if we are not hovering the plot, we're not showing them. Look at that. So basically, we could do something like this. Render pane controls. Charts. Render pane controls. If and plot is plot hovered. Can actually do this, and then do this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm making basically ads for fucking TradingView my whole stream, and they're gonna pay for that. They're gonna fucking pay for that. I'm gonna send them an invoice. Look at that. Now, so now these things are basically here when we hover, right? You know. It's not working. It's not working! Oh, wait. the thing is that isplot hover doesn't work. The moment you hover a button, plot is not hovered. So that's the thing. I'm getting rid of this slop, I'm gonna lie. We need to fix that. I like to see the CVD over the price chart to make. Yeah, okay. Over Z fighting, yeah, it's doing. We need to fix that. But hey, you get the idea, right? So that's basically how I program, right? You come up with an idea, you think, okay, how are we gonna swap these paints? What's the first thing that came to my mind? Okay, I'm gonna tinker with the array, just gonna swap them in place, and then I think, okay. Before stream, I was thinking, is there like a fucking function? Because I think in Odin, the slice, I think it's nice. The STD, standard library, I'm sorry, of Odin, is pretty good. And I said, is there a swap function? That would be nice. There's a swap function. So, proof of concept, it works. What we need to do, make sure we check if we can swap, right? Very important. That we're not going out of bounds and yada yada yada. Once that's done, that's nice. I'm also gonna add an option to hide. So you can make this one, right? But you can also, like, some people wanna spin up some indicators but do not want to have the main plot, right? So you can some kind of a hiding thing that makes the plot, like, I don't know. We need to figure it out. We need to figure out how that works. All right, guys. I'm gonna do a quick pee. Of course, take my prohibited liquids, and then we're gonna do the giveaway. So we have 3 winners. I need to check who they were. We need to do it in the Discord. So you need to join the Discord. It's like a command that you give away, and then you need to whatever you need to do, and then we're gonna have a winner. So there is no like crazy thingies. And then I also have some good news about the Talex. We're going to talk about that after my quick break here. In the meantime, I'm going to open up this BTC's chart here. Let's open up a heat map as well because it's just cool. Let's do a splat. Right, something like that. I'm going to set this to auto fit. Okay, good luck. I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. I'm so stiff all my quads. sorry. All right. Everybody's gone. From looking at his tabs, it's our list. Yes. So people always ask me, Anthony, what's your playlist? It's royalty-free music from art list, because if you stream and you get these strikes and all that stuff. So it's art list, which I think you can actually try for free or something. And then it's basically what I listen to is techno, EDM, deep house, these things. If you type that in, you're gonna have my music playlists, which are I just play these songs, you know. For example, let's do EDM. EDM is pretty nice, and they add new songs all the time. This sucks. The footprint and caching stuff you just showed convinced me that you're really no bullshit program. No, yeah. I mean, you can try the application for free. You can test everything yourself. So it requires me to. I have created this normally like I'm not really like if you build like apps and all that stuff, speed is not super important, but for this it is. I always tell that to the community back when I was streaming a lot of programming. I said speed is not important until it becomes. Now it's very important because you don't wanna. How can I say this? You wanna. Like even the heat maps are loading like nothing loads faster than us. Okay, this is staging, so you're gonna see some shenanigans here and there, but we created like our own database to stream the heat maps because ClickHouse was too slow, and you know what I mean. We love to do that, right? You see, we are not working because we need to. I'm not making any money for the past 6 months. Like I'm not earning anything, right? Everything that the company earns stays in the company and is used for pay stuff. But I do it every day because I just love to build this shit. You know what I mean? I love to make it fast, to be better than everyone else, to give you guys the best experience. That's what drives me, bro. That's what makes me. I just want to be the best. I just want to give you the best. I want you to use the best things. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I want you guys to be proud on what the fuck you're using. You know? So, and I'm also a good marketeer as well, man. I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. It looks like I am, but I ain't. Okay, guys, so we need to do some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna open up. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna spoil everything! Okay. Okay, guys, first of all, very important. Before, this is no shit. Like, listen, I'm gonna say something. I am not associated at all with what I'm gonna say, but I had a dinner beginning this week with the boys from Talex Exchange. What's the Talex Exchange? I'm gonna spare you all the details because, like, Talex Exchange, they are basically more for the we had a nice word for it, like we called it the upper retail, right? If you're a beginner trader, I wouldn't recommend, but if you're like somewhat of a trader, you can trade on there. Like they are basically specialized in options, which is, and they give $500, I think it is. They did 1,000 yesterday, but that's already too late. They have like spots. They're gonna give $500 with no. How do you call that? No strings attached. Just like you DM Rambo. You go to my Discord. You DM Rambo. Where is he? Because he's the chief of thingies. I don't know, Rambo. You just do this at Rambo, Rambo, this one. And he's gonna give you like 500 credits and you can just trade. And you can withdraw any, you cannot of course withdraw the fucking 500 thing because you just get, but every profit you just can withdraw it. Which is, I think, very amazing. Options, sick. I'm probably gonna add some option data as well on the exchange, on MMT, because I think it's for the upper retail. So, and they have amazing tech. Like Hendrik, I talked with him. He's like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sponsored anything. No sponsor, no shit. I just think they are an amazing team. And hey, that's otherwise you know me from my YouTube channel. I don't chill anything, basically. I just want to give them a little bit of a help to get things going, because they have a lot of institutional stuff and a lot of quants using it, but they want to have more retail. So I want to give them a little bit of a help, because I think they are amazing, very smart people. Anyway, okay, so how do we do the giveaway? So we have 3 winners that we already had, and then we're gonna announce a new one. So we're gonna gamble in the chat here. The question rather is, how can I cap track? How can I? Can you pat our DMs so I can go into our DMs with information of the winners? Cap, can you do that for me? I know there is nothing shady to spoil in our DMs, but I don't know because I cannot see it. Maybe I can. Wait, I can do it myself because I have a cell phone. I have a cell phone. You should everything you need here. Let me quickly see. Okay, so I can click. Fuck it, man. I'm just gonna click it. Where is he? Here. He patted everything. That is a champion. Can I click this thing? BTC. Okay. Guys, remember that? So once, I've been streaming for a very long time, like 3 years or something, and once I spoiled my cell phone. I basically, how do you say that? I flashed my cell phone on stream, and the moment I did that, I did 2 crazy things. So my cell phone spoiled that on stream, and I get like messages the whole fucking day and weeks, like people like, Anthony, GG, we love you from India, from whatever, from Singapore, and all these languages. They were messaging me the whole fucking. Now it's done. Sometimes I get again because people probably rewatch the video or something. Man, like a week I get all these spam messages. It was crazy. And then the second time I did something stupid was a Figma file. So I was working for another company, Levenue, and I had a Figma file open. But the Figma file was not protected, so people copied all these bastards, man. And Figma has these sick links, like these crazy links. You need to type it all over. So people basically were typing these Figma link over, and they were fucking up the Figma file while I was streaming. Holy shit! Do I cap? I don't know. He's doing spatting everything. Okay, so we have. So what was the competition? So I think we needed to predict the BTC price at the New York close. That was the day of FOMC, Fed interest rate decision day. It's a month, almost a month ago, so I know. The cutoff entry time was New York Open 18th, and this was the close price, 103,808. And the 3 closest ones, they have a lifetime MMT subscription, MMT Pro subscription, right? Link to something price at New York close. So, so look at this. So this was the price, and so we have. I don't know if these people are here, but we will fix that on the Discord. The third place is Sir GGMT, $115 away from price. $115. That's already fucking crazy, right? Look, we're gonna open up this thing. Here. You can see this is from a suspended account. That's why it took so long to announce the winner. So He predicted this, he or she. So, good job, Sir GG. You're gonna get a lifetime MMT Pro subscription. Hey, good job. The second was Hamzak HX. $8 away, bro. $8 away. 103,800 here. Proof that it's that it, look at this. What a chat. An absolute animal. Crazy. So, good job, Hamza. You're gonna get your lifetime. You're gonna be hooked with me, my bro. You're gonna see MMT charge your whole fucking life. Unless we go bankrupt. But hey, let's hope that's not happening, right? Okay, I'm back here. So, the next thing, stream notes. Then here, DNA Spider. I don't even believe this guy is human. Exact price, bro. DNA Spider. I don't believe this. He predicted the exact closing price. 103,808. Closing price was here. Where's this? You see, this was the closing price. I need to give Captrack that. Captrack is such a... He makes everything looks beautiful. It's crazy. He's basically everything I do not have. He completes me. If Captrack was a woman, we would marry. Like everything I suck at, he is good at. And that's why we have an amazing team. It's crazy. Like, so this is the proof that it was a price. Here. DNA Spider. Exact price, bro. Exact. Look at that. Copy trade. I think you need to copy trade DNA Spider.x. I don't even think it's real. I think it's a program. Cheers to that. 3 winners. Now we're gonna give another one. For free. Is there somebody from these guys on the... You are the woman. Okay. It's all good. Wait. Is somebody from these 3 people in the chat, by the way? Is somebody... Nobody. What is Maas MMT? I don't know. I don't understand your question, so I cannot answer it. It's not me. Okay, no problem. We're gonna find him on Discord and just... We're gonna figure it out. But now we're gonna give away another one. So you need to be in the Discord, right? What I'm gonna do is this. Support tickets. Hey sir, my application is not working. Please help. There's actually all K1. So K1. K1 is always in here. We love K1. K1. If somebody is broken, K1 is the first one that notices it. So how we do the giveaway? It's very simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably do /giveaway. Okay, giveaway create. I'm gonna create this giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna set a duration. I'm gonna say how many people can win. One. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this often, right? We're gonna do this maybe this often. Okay. You're gonna see in the Discord. It's all gonna be simple. The moment this is created, you need to do. I don't know what you need to do. Probably do /giveaway or click. I think you need to click. You need to click something, right? So I don't know. This is gonna be new for me as well. This is the second time I'm doing this. I'm a virgin. Duration. How long? What is this? Is this in minutes? Let's do 15 minutes then. Then we're gonna yap for 15 minutes. Okay? 15 minutes. I hope it's minutes. It could be seconds. It's gonna be. There's one winner. And we're gonna have one prize, which is basically MMT Pro for life. Until you die. You know what I mean? Okay? Is everybody ready? Is this clear? I hope it's gonna be 50. It could be 15 hours. Can somebody check what this is? HFG, can you what is this? What is this 15? Is it 15 minutes? Yes, it's minutes. How do you know that it's code? How are you so sure? Just do it. Yeah, I know, but it's invalid time provided. What did this? I need to be human, bro. It cannot. It doesn't understand. Giveaway. 15, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Minutes. One winner. A handshake. MMT Pro Live. For live. Yeah, come on, guys! Take it, man! You need to click it! Can somebody see this? Like, Is this happening? It's happening. I don't see anything. There's like there's no feedback. There's no fucking feedback at all. Imagine I click this and I win. What are the odds? Are we gonna gamble? Guys, can I do this? If I enter and I win? What I'm gonna do is this. Look. If I enter the giveaway, I'm gonna enter the giveaway. Look, I'm entering the giveaway. I can't enter the fucking giveaway. I can enter the giveaway. If I win, I give 2. Okay? That's what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna do this. If I win the giveaway, we do a next giveaway for 10 minutes with 2 winners. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a Ponzi scheme. It's gonna be a fucking Ponzi scheme. That's what we're gonna do. You're gonna see how lucky I am. I'm gonna win my own competition. If I win, you ban. Oh yeah, HFG, did you click? Yeah, you already have one. Doing the clicks and watching the stream while driving. Oof. That's good, because if you win, you're gonna, boom, crash. And it's over. Now we need to give this, we need to... Meanwhile, 30 notifications. Are we gonna click these? Nah, we're not gonna do that. What's going on here? So, meantime... So I swear to God, so Hendrik was talking about this option stuff. I mean, and he was... I'm gonna look into this as well, because I think it has so many, like all the pros using these option shenanigans, and I'm just not good enough. Anyway. In the meantime, we can't. We fucked up here, huh? I will fix that. Look at that. Extend it. I'm gonna look, eat. Boom. Extended heat map. GG. What's going on, eat? Trade crypto. Anthony, I have a question. You were never asked before. Oh shit! Italian SpongeBob. What color scheme are you rocking on VS Code? It's Grubber Darker. No, it's not. It's I changed recently. It's AO. AU Dark. But I can highly guarantee to use the bordered version. This one, right? Because it gives you borders. Otherwise, you're borderless. And it's yeah, whatever you prefer. I like the color scheme, no idea why. I was just bored of the other one, you know, simple. There is also the IU Mirage, which is a bit softer, but we are hard, you know what I mean? We are real men, pure testosterone. We use dark colors, you know what I mean? So we use IU bordered. Some people have an interaction field, is that? Doing the clicks. What do you mean by interaction fail? No, good HFG, man, what is going on? My bad. Ay. MMT needs clock plus time zone in the bottom right under the time axis. That's correct. We're gonna fix that. I'm gonna make it up, Krolik. I'm gonna make it up for for taking away your your volume indicator. I use an ultra-wide OLED monitor and the heat map looks like a Hollywood movie on it. I swear I see Tom Cruise faces on the Gaussian squares sometimes. Yeah, what do you guys think about this Gaussian thing? Like, this is something I coded in myself in the shader. We use a shader, by the way, if you didn't know that. Competition already, like, I already saw them deconfiscating the minified code and all that stuff. They said that on Twitter. It's fine. You can do that because you missed the most important part to render it smooth. But there is something that is called. By the way, guys, what do you think of the new windows here? Beautiful, isn't it? Holy crap, bro! Look at that. Hey, in the disco, whoa, gaan we dansen, whoa. So basically, we have the splat, and I don't know, it's just random stuff, and then the Gaussian. This gives you like, yeah, I don't know, what does it give you, huh? It's just like a preference, I think. It looks like these, if you check the eyes of a fly with a microscope, or the eyes of an ant with a microscope, it looks like that, like this. Or a bee or something, you know what I mean? It looks like this. I'm gonna call it bee eyes. Like, eyes of a fly. Look at that! That's exactly what it is, right, guys? Let us be honest. This is it. This is the heat map. We're gonna call it fly eyes. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Eyes of a grasshopper. I think they are fucking dangerous, man. I'm scared of grasshoppers. Look at that! Look how cute he is. But I swear to God, he jumps in your neck and he basically just snaps your this big thingy, and you're dead. Don't wanna mess with these guys. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of, but I'm afraid of fucking grasshoppers. They are scary, man. Grasshoppers are wild. How do we know? How many minutes are we? How many times Kevin has seen these things in his life? I feel so bad for him. Like, oh, 4 minutes. Okay, guys, what are we gonna talk about, huh? What are we gonna talk about in the meantime? Guys, you can ask me anything. You know, you can ask me anything. I will give you an honest thingy. An honest thingy. What's going on here? Do this. Nothing special going on, huh? Who is this? Link. What features remains? A lot, bro. We are just getting started, right? So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Bro, this is amazing, guys. This looks like... This is amazing. Who made this? Wow. I'm sorry. HGHG, taking over. Okay. Jesus, guys. Where the fuck am I? I'm completely lost. Sometimes my wife tells the same thing. She's talking to me and I'm just not responding. I'm not even know where I am. It feels like the world is going in slow motion around me, and it's weird. It's wild, bro. Completely. I'm in another world, a whole new world with Aladdin. The futures that we're gonna do. So now I'm doing like these little piggles, fixes here and there, improvements on some indicators we already have. Then we're gonna do aggregated stuff, aggregated CVD, aggregated open interest, which is, but with then I mean in the next weeks. And I'm playing around with building our own liquidation heat map model. That's going to be better than all this other slop around there, but I need to think about how to implement it decently so it's going to be meaningful and not meaningless like all these others, because they are meaningless. They don't mean anything. So, because if you add liquidation to potential liquidation zones, you also need to subtract liquidations when that can happen, right? Can you know that 100% for sure? No. Can you come close? Yes. But you cannot just use simple tools for that. You need to do a little bit more stuff, I think. And we're going to do scripting, right? A scripting engine is what's going to be built. Layouts is what's going to be done as well. Then we're going to have layouts the same thing as settings, as templates, right? So you're going to, for example, I'm going to take an order book, BTC. I'm going to set this order book here, right? And then I'm going to have a DOM as well for some or another fucking chart. Ethereum, for example, right? Something like this, right? So now I have two charts with some indicators, CVD and open interest. You know what I mean? Boom. And then you're going to save that as a layout. Maybe the stats or something from BNB. Like this. Boom. And maybe trades as well. Boom. Right, trades as well. Here. Boom. Okay, cool. I don't know. I have a small screen. To be honest. This is better. Look at that. I'm a genius. I'm an MMT Pro. Anyway, so then you can save the layout, and then you can have multiple layouts. So you maybe have an order flow layout. For example, this could be BTC as well. BTC, but under 30 minutes. And we're going to have TPO here. No heat map. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Right, so you can even, actually, to be honest, going to swap these windows. Like this, right? And then we're going to say, we don't need this here. We do hide this one. Shit, my TPO is gone. What's going on? This here. Yeah, this here. Boom. Shit. Right, so you're going to have your TPO shenanigans, for example. Right, and then here, I don't know, footprints or something. Save that! And then you want something else, like you want to have your gamble chart or something, and then you can load all these layouts, and it's going to open up all these widgets, right? That's basically what layouts are, right? Cute. What's going on? Who won? How do we know? How? Krolik! Krolik won. But Krolik... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do another one for 10 seconds. 10 seconds, because I know I'm done with streaming. I'm sweating. I need to. I want to get out, but I feel it's like a bit of a weird thing. But no, if you're already fucking pro, you cannot enter. Okay, this is for non-pros only. Non-pros only giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Giveaway non-pro. Create 10 seconds. This is fast. Be fast as the wind. Okay, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Winners 1. Prizes. MMT Pro for a week. For lifetime. Right? Lifetime. 10 seconds. Okay, are you ready? I'm generous, right? Krolik basically scammed you all. Thank you, Krolik, for scamming I thought maybe Krolik gives it away. Maybe he's the Robin Hood, like me. Because I'm Robin Hood. I steal from the rich and I give to the poor. Maybe Krolik as well. So, can I do 10 seconds? We have 10 seconds giveaway. Let's fucking go. Be a hero. Okay? Be a hero. Clean Krolik rugpool. Krolik basically. And now he's going. And now he's like. Krolik left the chat and he's dipping him with the lifetime thing. Okay, who won here? Yes, this. S. Giano. Where is Giano? Here. S. Giano. GG. I'm all. Captrack, can you fix S. Giano's thingy? I'm gonna already put him in pro here. Wait. Stocks. We don't even have stocks. What the fuck is this? I'm gonna make it yearly champ. No, that's not yearly champ. MMT Pro. Boom. He's MMT Pro, and Captrack will solve that. Captrack will fix it. Okay. Cap, can you also figure out the 3 other people where they are, and make sure that we give them what they want, what they need, what we promised them. Okay. That's that. Won the lottery. Now I'm gonna blow it all coke. Krolik. Okay, guys. I'm gonna dip them out. It's 2 hours of high intensity streaming, isn't it? It's like it was a long time, but I see it. You don't forget that it's muscle memory. You know what I mean? I'm a born entertainer. You know. That could be Mr. Beast. That's not true. I'm way too sensitive for that. Like, people trigger me way too fast. It was nice to have you. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much. We did some cool stuff, right? We had a good run. Let us be honest. We had a good run. So it was cool. So I'm gonna I'm gonna eat my my chicken. It was a chicken broccoli. No, chicken green beans and rice. That's what I'm gonna do. Thank you so much for being on the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, because maybe I want to have 100k and I can have the silver placard, and then it's also bucket list done. Then yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a goal getter, you know. So that would be amazing. Join the Discord, try Market Monkey for free, and of course, maybe you should subscribe to be a part of this amazing community and use one of the best tools, upcoming tools in the space. Thank you so much, guys. Have you a very good weekend, and don't forget, I always say this, don't take things for granted, right? If you have people that you have a little bit of an argue with, or a little bit of a did not see for a long time, and you're waiting for him or for her to contact you because you don't want to be the first, forget about that. You know what I mean? When a stream is done, you take the phone and you call your loved ones, because tomorrow is never promised, guys. Tomorrow is never promised. So